My name is Sam Cottington. I'm an artist and writer. My work is interdisciplinary. Often I make plays, paintings, video installation. I'm very much interested in making art in a theatre context and theatre in an art context. I come from a collage background. I've always been making collages as long as I can remember. I always found drawing and painting and the art disciplines that I was taught in school to be kind of anxiety-inducing, but I was really interested in art. And so from collage, it was a really smooth transition to theatre, because the theatre is inherently and implicitly a collage form. You have to collaborate with actors, you have to collaborate with directors, whether that's me directing or someone else directing, but there's always these conflicts between expectations upon the theatre. When I'm working on any of my projects, I'm really interested in my audience's expectation as a form. The thrilling thing about the theatre is it's not drawn out or alienated from me. It's quite close, and the stakes are much higher, yeah. The project I'm currently working on is called Blanks. It will be a theatrical installation, open for 2 weeks at LPS. 4 phones will be installed in a gallery space. The phones will ring, and the audience is invited to answer these phones and talk with live actors who will be performing from scripts that I've written. The audience has the option to take part in these plays as an audience member and or as an actor. Their capacity is not endless, it's actually quite controlled, as these are scripted plays. But there's still room for negotiation or interpretation. The first play I did was I don't want to say normal, but your kind of expected audience, live actors structure. And as soon as I did that, I realized how unrealistic it was to try and pursue the theatre, but I knew I wanted to. So I had to kind of experiment with the economic constraints, which is what led me to writing plays over the phone. They were a really practical form, a practical way of writing, and a good way for me to cut my teeth, because they were like writing exercises, you know. They take a lot out, you know. You have to try really hard to make them work, and in doing so, you learn a lot about why something works and why something doesn't work. Something I think a lot about is that the theatre used to be much more a part of everyone's lives. It's only quite recently that it's become basically disenfranchised from majority of people. Every time I do the theatre, I always think this is so clearly something that everyone should have access to. I mean, I think standing up and giving a speech is theatre. I think being in front of a classroom and teaching a group of students, whether they're children or adults, is theatre. But that we just are so alienated from it that we don't perceive it. But actually, I think the theatre is quite close to everyone.